kailangan ba isa lang? Kasi I like everything. I really like everything. Like, there's no one product that I don't wanna use.
Yung favorite product ko po kay Miss O, yung 24 karat gold po.
Yung beauty oil. I love every product. But if there's one I wanna put on a pedestal, I love Secret Pearls. Super, super.
It changed my life kasi it gives me more confidence.
When I start taking care of my skin, I start loving myself even more.
Grabe, iba talaga pinagbago. Tumaas yung level ng confidence ko. Gusto ko bida ko.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hey Adam G, and we're still on with my Miss Universe 2022 or 71st edition coverage, and we're just 2 days or 1 day left before we find out who will be the next Miss Universe. And right now, I am being given the opportunity by Miss Universe organization to interview one of the strongest delegates in this year's edition. So here she is. I've been wanting to do an interview with her for the past few months, and now she's here. I'm meeting her in the flesh.
Thank you, Adam. Thank
Please.
you so much for your efforts, but also for, encouraging every single one of us. It means a lot. We work very hard, and sometimes we don't see directly the fruits of our work, but it's through people like you that encourage us to keep doing better, to keep working hard, and to keep pushing forward.
Well, yeah, I just really want to extol all your positive, a certain candidate's positive virtues as she competes for her international or national pageant. To be honest, let's talk about your amazing, amazing preliminary performance last night. To be honest, in my book, you really did well. Like, especially in the evening gown segment of the competition, I feel like, wow. I thought you were a vision in that couture. Is that a couture count? Can you
Yes.
tell us more about it?
So, the inspiration behind it, I wanted to do something that's different. We don't usually see black dresses on the stage. I wanted a black dress, but I wanted it to be something that shines, even though it's creating a darkness. So the light through the darkness was the message behind it. Now, my name, Kiara, means clear in Italian, but it means little dark one in Hindi. So the contrast between the two extremes is what I tried to bring forward through my dress yesterday. And then the pink cape that went over it was the femininity, the union, the love of a mother. Because pink represents love, it represents nurturing, and all of the powers of the mother. And you know that I have my foundation called Bump, which is benefiting upcoming mothers during the pandemic. And I really think that now is the time to take care of the mothers of our planet.
That's great. Yet there's a storyline behind your gown. You're not just simply wearing a
Yes.
beautiful gown, but there's a storyline behind it. How important is it for a candidate like you to tell a story in all the things that you are doing in a pageant like Miss Universe?
Yes, I would say it's super important, because the physical aspect, all of the girls are beautiful. But what makes us unique is the fact that we have a story. We grow through difficulties, we go through challenges, we have obstacles that we have to overcome. And it's by overcoming those obstacles that we rise to new levels. And that we come here and we have the strength because we went through so much that we have resilience now. And that is what we project on the stage. And I feel like that's why our message, our story is so important. To know what we had to go through to get to where we are today.
That's great. Did you have a hand in collaborating your I can't enough of your gown, so that's why we've been talking about it for the
That's
past
okay,
few
that's
minutes.
okay.
Did you have a hand in collaborating
So-
the design with your designer?
So what happened is the designer had it all drawn out for me, and he was telling me, you have to go with black and white, you have to go in black and white. And the funny thing is that I didn't even realize the meaning of my name until I wrote my job form and I went into looking what my name really meant. And we already decided I was going to be a black and white dress, and then I found out that my name is clear and darkness, so the two extremes. And also, in law, you have the two extremes on each end of the balance. which create a balance, right?
Yes.
So the
yeah,
balancing
the justice,
act, the
big-
justice. So that is also what I was trying to project. The fact that we can take the two extremes and put them together and create a balancing act.
Yeah. So now that you're here in Miss Universe, she really has one of the best credentials in Miss Universe. She's a lawyer and philanthropist. Can you tell us more about it, and how do you think your background can help how your candidacy here in Miss Universe can solidify or strengthen your causes or your profession as a lawyer and philanthropist?
So definitely I would say my dad has been a great inspiration in me studying law, because my dad from a very young age, at the age of 12, had to work for his family because he didn't have his dad in the family. So he was like a father figure from the age of 12. And he always had the dream to study law one day, but he didn't have the financial means and he didn't have the opportunity. So when I was born, he made sure that I had the opportunity to have a very good education. And my mom is an educator. So she always pushed us to do very well in school. And when I finished high school, I took 1 year where I did a general year. I did sociology, I was traveling, I was doing a lot. And during that year, I would go to court meetings with my dad. So my dad is a contractor, but he had court cases going on as well, and he would tell me to come along. And when I went to those court cases, I realized that there's not many women who are lawyers. And I was thinking, why is it? Because it's important for us as women to defend other women, right?
Yes.
And if we want laws to change in our favor as women, we cannot wait for men to do it, because the men might not understand what our needs are. So I think representation is very important. That is why I decided to study law. And I think that law fits perfectly with Miss Universe, because as a Miss Universe, you're also defending the women of the world. You know, you're coming up for their causes, you're empowering them. And no better way to empower them than to actually know the laws and know their rights and teach them that. So that is also what I want to bring forward. And then through my philanthropy, being in school, I had the opportunity to work with different organizations, one of them being the one for gender-based violence on the island. And we have a hostel on the island where we can take women who go through gender-based violence. But it's a very small one. We don't have a large capacity. And it's subsidized a little bit by the government, but we don't have enough means to have it run like it should be running. So I did a lot of work with them, with the gender-based violence organization in Aruba, to raise funds so that we can broaden the hostel.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, what an incredible backstory. You know, as much as I really want to talk to you longer, my time is up. Oh my God, just listening to you, I'm really blown away and captivated by your backstory. So I wish you well.
Thank you,
You're
Adam.
a shoo-in in my top 20, or even you can even go further to top 10 and top 5 tomorrow. That's just how strong you are as a candidate right now.
Thank you, Adam.
And I would really, really love to get to know you deeper if ever you win the title. So can you give a message to all your fans and followers, especially in the Philippines, who are watching, rooting for you?
I want to say to everyone to remember that your only obstacle is yourself. If you convince yourself, if you push yourself to overcome that obstacle, you will come to a new level. And you can do it. I believe that everyone has the power in themselves. You just have to look for it. We all carry a light within ourselves that we have to switch on and shine.
Guys, I feel like I'm watching a preliminary interview right now. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Adam.
Kiara. Thank you for giving me your time in doing this interview today. God bless
It
you
was
and
my
good luck
pleasure.
on your upcoming journey.
Thank you.
Send
Thank
my
you so
regards to
much.
your family and organization.
Will do. Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.